I'm a cowboy killer. Redskins die too, looking for them giants. When I find you, weak ma, don't deserve this green. How many eagles gonna fly with me? Yay, yay. You know what it is. Don Nolly Ryan reporting live from the Bird's Nest, man. You know what's crazy, yo? I'm really starting to not rock with people in the on these little pedestals with the sports show. I'm starting to kind of feel like I understand how I feel to be a Cowboy fan, minus the losing, not the losing part. They ain't been relevant in like 20-something years. Like we've been going to NFC championships for a minute, Super Bowl in the last 23 years ago, and we going back to the playoffs again. They about to miss the playoffs, so I don't mean it like that. I just mean as far with the hate, like, why do these people hate Carson Wentz and the Eagles like this, yo? And I don't know if it's because everybody picked the Cowboys to beat us the other day, so, you know, being that they lost, their predictions was wrong. Now they just got a bomb on the Cowboys real hard, like, and deservedly so. They was trash. They trash. We all knew they was trash from the beginning, but, you know, you got people out here looking at rosters and looking at the game on paper. You gotta come out there and you gotta play. You gotta play football, man. You gotta play football. You can't just come out there and say, "Oh, they got these players hurt, they gonna lose." Nah, it don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You gotta play the game. So now I'm listening to people like Chris Broussard talking about he'd rather have Dak Prescott over Carson Wentz. Did you not just see Dak Prescott? And you know what made me mad? Because I knew what was going to happen. And here go Chris Broussard. It's just a regular season game. No, that was a playoff game. That was a playoff game. The magnitude of that game and everything that was on the line, that was a playoff game. But if Cowboys would have won, then everybody would have been killing Carson Wentz. When Carson Wentz win, well, it was just a regular season game. Or Dak Prescott didn't play that. Well, what about what we did? Because to be totally honest with you, like I said in my other video, we should have had 30 points. It should have been 30-9, 30-6, probably 30-3. Because them 2 field goals that we missed put them in field goal position. It put them closer to field goal position. So it really should have been like 30-3 or 30-6. Miles Sanders spared you. I would not have spared you. I was so mad when Miles Sanders slid on that play. You would have thought Miles Sanders fumbled. I was so mad when he slid. But I understand, we had class. We spared them. But my thing is more like, with all these announcers, I mean, not announcers, but on these talk shows and stuff, like, I'm just listening to people like, they really don't like us. From First Take to, like, Max Kellerman, like, wow. You used to be the biggest Carson Wentz supporter. Now you out here just on some old hating. Chris Broussard, like, ew, like, that's terrible. And you know one thing about it? When I really look at it, Carson Wentz is doing this with people who are not elite receivers. Carson Wentz is putting his team on his back. So that's why I say we don't need no Alshon Jeffries back, man. He needs some guys that's going to follow his lead. Alshon Jeffries, he already think he's solidified. He already got a bag and everything. So he think like, and Nick Foles throw me the ball better. I don't like the way Carson Wentz throw me the ball, so now I'm going to talk about him. These young dudes, they can't talk about Carson Wentz, bro. They can't. You won't have a job. See, Alshon Jeffries is paid already. And you know why receivers is divas anyway. Alshon Jeffries is paid. So he, you know, and he done came up big in the Super Bowl. So now he think he's somebody like that. Don't get me wrong, Alshon was good. Right now, he's some trash, man. He's some trash. We need to get that Alshon Jeffries shit off the team, and then we'll see the leadership. Because now everybody running with it, he's not a good leader of men. A good leader of men? And so they comparing our team to their team. Everybody that's on Dak Prescott squad is about his age. Remember, they young. They going with their quarterback. The dudes we got a lot of old. We had a lot of old dudes on our team who think they already know what they doing. But you in for a sad mistake, Alshon Jeffries, if you think you're gonna keep bad talking my quarterback. You're gonna have to go, bro. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody too, man. Merry Christmas. I ain't getting out for Christmas again. But you know, it is what it is. That's what it. When you get older, you don't even really be expecting. Son, I got a couple of things. I can't say I ain't getting nothing. I know my girl bought me something. Love you, baby. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. But other than that, I ain't getting nothing. But anyway, like I look at it like this. Carson Wentz has a young squad that's coming up behind him. I think we done brought a couple of people up. Another person from, I know we signed Richard Rodgers or Ryan Rodgers or whatever his name, the tight end. We brought him up, or we signed him, and we cut Darby. I mean, I wish we cut Darby. Damn, that's what I wish. I wish we cut Darby, but Darby hurt, and that is a blessing in disguise. That is a blessing in because some of these guys next year is not going to be there. Ronald Darby should not be there next year, man. For real. For real. Ronald Darby should not be there next year, man. So now we got either Rasul or we got Sidney coming in. And like I told you before, I would much rather see dudes we're not paying getting beat than dudes that we are paying getting beat. Like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to me. So Ronald Darby got hurt. He should be out for 3 games. We should have good defense. I mean, we should have some somewhat better. Because, like, that play that Amari Cooper caught on him over there on the sideline, if that was Rasul or Sidney Jones, that would have been an interception, yo. Definitely if it was Rasul, that would have been an interception. Ronald Darby, and he hurt again. Like, why are you hurt? He got hurt on that play. I looked at that play like 10 times, like, okay, did he twist? What happened? He got hurt on that play. It's time for Ronald Darby to go, man. It's time for Ronald Darby to go. If it was up to me, I'll go through these growing pains next year. I promise I will go through the growing pains next year to put Sidney Jones and Rasul Douglas out there and get rid of Ronald Darby and Jalen Mills. I take that. And I know everybody is saying, oh, what about when Ronald and Jalen Mills came back? Man, we played a stretch of bad quarterbacks at that time. When Jalen Mills came back, the weather was messed up and we was playing bad quarterbacks. So it enhanced what they looked like. Them dudes could have been getting beat. We see that now. We just seen it when we went down to Miami with that great weather. Them dudes got torched. Vontae Parker had a party on them people. He had a party on them people, man. So, and then we talk about. So we cut Jay Ajayi. Now Jordan Howard will be back. That's a problem, man. That's a problem. I hope Doug and them. I hope y'all could figure that out, cause like I don't want to get rid of Jordan Howard. Like I seen his production. He produces, but what we can't take nothing. We can't take no players away from Miles Sanders. We can't. Everybody in the NFC has a good running back right now. We got Miles Sanders. The Giants got Saquon. Cowboys got Zeke. Redskins, they trash. Okay. You know what I mean? But I take Adrian Peterson. He's still productive. I don't care what you're talking about. Adrian Peterson, he'll Hall of Famer. So all that, you know what I mean? Everybody got a good running back. So if Jordan Howard come back, it's like, damn. I don't know, man. I don't know. And the way Miles Sanders, I think Miles Sanders just played Jordan Howard out of a job next year. Well, not out of a job, but a position on the Eagles, because we're going to have to pay Jordan Howard. Why we got to pay Jordan Howard when we got Miles Sanders and Boston Scott? But I take the 3-head monster. But I just feel like Miles Sanders is coming to life, man. That's crazy. I was so down on him because, you know, It's a week by week thing. And I was so down on Miles Sanders at the beginning of the season with those fumbles and stuff. But that man done he done became Miles Sanders has became the person that defensive coordinators is looking at. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When defensive coordinators is planning for the Eagles, first thing they say is Miles Sanders. I like that. I like that. I like that people were saying Miles Sanders and Zach Ertz. We got two people that you gotta key on. Not one no more. You know, everybody else was always thinking about Zach Ertz. Now we got two. Matter of fact, we got three. We got three people. You got to key on Miles. You got to key on Zach, and you got to key on Dallas. Dallas got him. Huh? Dallas got him. You got to key on them. You can't let them get loose. And I know people probably don't like this, but Dallas Goedert is better than Zach Ertz, yo. Because they both could catch. But when Dallas Goedert catch the football, he want to do something. Like, don't get me wrong. I take either one of them. The only thing with Zach Ertz is like, once he catch it, he down. Like, wherever he catch it at, that's, you know, no yak Zach. He ain't going nowhere. But he know how to get open. He know how to get open. He know how to put himself in a position to catch a pass. But Dallas Goedert, when he catch the ball, oh shit, we getting some yards. We getting some yards after the catch. Man, I'm feeling good about my team, man. It's Christmas is a good Christmas. Cowboy fans, y'all mad right now. Like, Cowboy fans, they mad as hell right now. Their Christmas is sour. Stephen A. Smith opened up a big box of nothing for y'all. Hate me all you want. But now I know how the Cowboys fans be feeling like damn, why everybody hating on us? See, this was the thing. And I know I had to talk with a couple people, and they told me why people don't like Philly. They was like, because y'all ain't never win no Super Bowl, but y'all used to talk so much like y'all did something. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, we was doing something. We stayed in the playoffs. We stayed within the last 25 years. I ain't talking about in the 60s and in the 70s. I ain't talking about that. I wasn't born in the 60s and the 70s. Y'all had a little run in the 90s. I wasn't even watching football when y'all started running, had y'all run. I don't care about that. 25 years ago, how old was I? That's irrelevant, how old I was. But I was young. I was out here running the streets. I was out here, I was playing football, but I wasn't watching football on TV. I was just playing football because I like hitting people. I like the inflicting pain. When I done got older and I really started looking at the analytics, the stats, what makes football really happen, Cowboys ain't been relevant. I ain't know none of the Cowboys ain't been winning nothing. It been the Eagles. It been us. It been us. Eagles always been my team, but I just like them because when I started liking football, it was Randall Cunningham, black quarterback, running around, looking out there making plays. It was Randall Cunningham out there. So I'm like, oh, I like the Eagles. And from there, I was locked in. So I know my history. You know what I mean? You gotta do your history on your team. So I went back and made sure I looked at everybody else. Ron Jaworski, Slick, Greg, Reggie White, you know what I mean? Seth Joyner, Ike Reese, Seth Joyner hate the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys like Seth Joyner do. But we ain't talking about the Cowboys no more. It's on to the Giants. You hear me? It's on to the Giants. That Cowboy is over. It's Wednesday. I'm tired of getting on them. I got people who won't even return they still ain't talking to me. They still not talking to me all the way from Sunday. They still not talking to me, Cowboy fans. I told you wasn't going to hear the last of this, man. And when we beat the Giants, I'm going to go even harder. Because I hear some of them, I be seeing them, people talking about something. Oh, I'm a Giants fan this week. You a Cowboy fan? You say you a Giants fan this week? You should be ashamed of yourself, man. Y'all out here looking for the Giants to beat us so y'all can make the playoffs. Your own destiny not even in your hands. You in court right now. You waiting for the judge. We the judge. We're the judge right now. We gonna let you know whether you can go to the playoffs or not. Come Sunday, 4 o'clock, we gonna let you know. And right now, y'all looking guilty of being trash. So we ain't letting y'all. Y'all ain't going to the playoffs. You guilty of being trash. Shadon Ali Ryan. Holla at me, man.